have here is a 1986 GMC C10 short bed. It's been completely restored, top to bottom. You can eat off the bottom of this specific vehicle. We have 300 test miles on it. It's a GM crate 502, and this thing loves to eat tires. If you want more content like this, be sure to like and subscribe below, and give us a thumbs up. Pretty much everything's been restored on this 86. When you start off with the front fascia, you're gonna see that it looks brand new because everything is brand new. I'm gonna go ahead and show you all the chrome accents, all the body lines. So all the body lines from both sides are extremely even. There's no funny gaps. You can actually measure each side and it's even. One thing that I like is they did put a cowl hood on it and they have the 502 badging there. Brand new GMC insignia. And then when you start to look inside the bumper, inside the fender wells, in the gallery that we have, you're gonna see that every bolt has been replaced. As we walk down the driver's side, you're gonna see how beautiful this electric blue paint is. And then you have an aftermarket set of the GMC style rally wheels that are in 18s with Dunlop tires on them. This used to be a 2-tank car, so this tank is actually empty. You can add the tank if you'd like, but I think it adds to the sportiness with the smaller tank and that big old motor. Rear end is extremely clean, and it has a roll pan, so there's no longer a rear bumper here. You do have your pipes exhaust coming out of the rear, and then when you look inside the bed, it's never been used for anything other than a picnic table, maybe. It's just perfect. All the wheel wells are in really nice shape. The paint flows throughout the cabin, just like it does in the rear of this bed. Brand new taillights. These taillights are LED, which is pretty neat. And I love how they added the Hot Wheels decal here because this does sort of look like a Hot Wheels. Passenger side looks great. All the chrome accents and bright work are in great shape as well. And then when you open up the interior of this specific C10, look at how nice those seats are. So you actually can fold the center console up and fit very comfortably in there. I've driven this specific vehicle around 140 miles with no issues at all. Dash is perfect, all the gauges work. It has dolphin gauges, which I love. You've got 3 cup holders, and all the glass is new as well. When you look at the door cards, you're gonna see how nice they are. And then all the bolts were removed before paint. It's just top tier. Let me go ahead and start it up, and then we'll go for a test drive. Notice I'm not getting in there to fire it off. It starts right up easily every time. Sounds unbelievable. Let me go ahead and pop the hood so you can see that engine. So as we said, it's powered by a 502 big block, producing 500 horsepower. You can eat off of this motor. You can eat out of the engine bay. Everything's labeled as it should be. You got a big aluminum radiator with dual electric fans to keep it cool. Never goes over 210. Power brakes. Listen to the exhaust. How amazing is that? Let's go for a ride. Come on, let's go. All right, so we're gonna take this out on Ravenswood Road. You can see the dolphin gauges, 323 miles since the restoration, and we put 323 miles on it from the build. Right now it's at 210 degrees. We've been moving it around the warehouse. Our fuel gauge is showing almost empty. Oil pressure is at 45 pounds at full temperature, and we've got voltage going there. You do have a radio that does work, but we're gonna leave it off for the drive. Glass is great because it's brand new. Steering wheel, I love how everything just coincides with the interior components. All this matches the gauges. And the best part about this car, also, we have a loose belt here, so if you hear squeaking because the mic picks it up, I apologize for that. It will be fixed before we sell it. The suspension, super firm. So, I mean, it feels like a 2000s Camaro with full Hotchkiss suspension, basically. But the best part, when you go in under bridges like this and you start to open it up a little bit, sounds like a Nascar. Mean. Woo! So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna turn around right now and I'm gonna give it a little bit of a stall with the torque converter, and then I'll let it rip. You guys can listen to how this thing sounds. I mean, there's not much to go in regards to doing a test drive. It's turnkey. I've driven this to Palm Beach, 70-mile round trip, no problems. It's ready for a new home. It has a warranty for the motor. Let's just show you what it can do. We're gonna go underneath the 86 right now. I want you to look at the LED light right here. This is a Grote LED tag light, really clean. And then we're gonna get to the really fun part. This is a red oxide coated with clear coat throughout the whole underside and cab. You're gonna look at the exhaust, it's all brand new. All the bolts have been replaced. You have a 12 bolt with a 373 rear, ARP studs, and it does have a trick flow cover. All of your lines are gonna be stainless steel. And then we're going to continue to walk through here. You have an X-pipe design coming out through pipes exhaust, and they're called the violators, and that's exactly what this thing does to your ears. You have a single gas tank, so this normally has two, it's running on one. Your gas mileage, you're going to get 100 miles per fill-up. But let me tell you something, that's 100 miles of the most amazing sound and adrenaline you're ever going to get. Let's continue on. You've got a custom cross member for the transmission, and then you have a small torque converter. This is a 28 to 3000 stall torque converter, and then it's mated to a GM crate 502 with 505 horsepower, and it has long tube headers, and then the exhaust goes out the rear. As I go forward, you're gonna see the tubular control arms, and I didn't even talk about it. On that rear end, you have a beautiful sway bar setup. This thing feels like a modern Camaro when you're taking corners. Disc brakes up front with L-Tech suspension. All the tires have about 95% tread on them. You have stainless steel lines here with tubular upper and lowers. Disc brakes, tires have 95% tread. Just look at how clean this is. And the best part about that motor, 3-year GM warranty. Hey, hopefully that gives you guys an idea of what this thing can do. If you're looking for the baddest 86 C10 with the 502 GM 3-year warranty, this is it. Give us a call, 954-363-2261.